Welcome back to Season 3 of the PSCA Pro Tour. The 2016 season continued at the second Pro Tour stop last week at Coyote Springs Sporting Clays, located at Tucson Trap and Skeet in Tucson, Arizona. After determining the field of our final women shooters and competing down to our lady champion, Desi Edmonds, we begin to eliminate down to the final 8 men competing at this event and are now ready to begin this week's action showcasing some of the top shooters competing for the lead halfway through the tour and others just competing for the love of the game. Tucson has already shown anyone can make it into the night event. Who can handle the added pressure and take advantage of this much-needed win? And who will walk to the stage with nothing to lose, looking for their opportunity at this world-class event? Last week held some of the world's most talented lady shooters facing off head-to-head, playing the Pro Challenge game. This week, the competition transitions into the open division of the bracket as the all-new Pro Tour for 2016 claims its leading competitor to beat halfway through the season. The pressure to perform is growing rapidly as the pros realize their shot at making the Champion of Champions event is almost sealed as this event ends. Each tour stop holds incredible stakes for the pros as each shooter relies on the winnings to survive in the professional shooting field, and this stop is no different. With each chance dwindling, it's now or never for most shooters that haven't been able to make it to the podium and claim their spot in the finals. Who will continue to struggle adjusting to the PSCA format at night at brand new locations? With multiple years of practicing the Pro Challenge game, excuses for poor execution and missed targets shouldn't be an issue for the seasoned pros. But those who are new to the game will surely have a major task to overcome to compete at the highest level. Who will emerge as contenders for this all-new season of the PSCA at Coyote Springs Sporting Clays in Tucson, Arizona?
I said, well, what's going to happen in a speed round? Because it's not going to be safe for me to try to load the gun. Lose an arm or any other body part or something like that, gun handling becomes a pretty conscious thing. When I put my gun up and I shoot 2 targets, my thumb automatically puts the safety back on. I'm not gonna take a chance on throwing 2 live shells in my gun, even though it's on safety, and close that gun with it pointed. It's not gonna happen. Something gets sent down range towards somebody or somebody behind me in a rush to try to shoot a 6-cent piece of clay. It's not worth it. Scott said, how about during the speed round, we get somebody to load for you? He said, I'll load for you. He said, you break your gun open, I'll drop 2 shells in there, you close the gun, you go back at it. Well, hey, if everybody's on board with it, that's great. Because I'm not going to try the other way.
So going into the event in Tucson, I had, just coming off the win at side-by-side, I had really great expectations as well. I was feeling really good. I don't think there was anybody that was more confident than me with the game that we shoot in the PSCA. So I actually met Josh for the first time at Tucson. He shot a qualifying score for the PSCA event, and then after that he had never shot a PSCA game before. So him and I actually went to the practice round that they had set up, and I was kind of teaching him how to shoot the game. I have never met anybody that was so fun, outgoing, and just absolutely hilarious. He truly is a great guy.
the #1 choice for in-stock ammo, and every product related to the shooting and hunting industry is now only one click away. Supplying the world's most talented shooters with the tools to compete at the highest level is always a challenge. But supporting these competitors while offering the same quality and support to every sportsman is what makes Abel's Ammo the perfect choice for your shooting or hunting needs. We shoot all we can and sell the rest. Abel's Ammo. With more than 65 models of clay target throwers, Promatic traps are the best trap machines around. Our commitment to the sport is unmatched. Our traps have been tested on a large scale in some of the most important competitions in the world. They're robust, built to last years on end, and are the best value for the money on the market. With our outstanding reputation for versatility, quality, and innovation, you can count on a Promatic trap. The PSCA Pro Tour is brought to you by Abel's Ammo. We shoot all we can and sell the rest. Chamber View, see safety fast. Blazer, trigger your passion. RE Ranger, professional shooting eyewear. Zoli, world-class guns. Trident Power, a new kind of energy company. And by Coyote, 140 years of excellence. Welcome back to the PSCA Pro Tour. The intense competition is staring each competitor in the face as each shooter makes their walk to the stage. With each target thrown at this point, the pros know each missed opportunity may be the exact one that keeps them out of the money for this event, and could end up being the moment that keeps them out of the final event as well.
Everybody, please welcome Wendell Cherry. From Savannah, Georgia, Brian DeMont. This shooter is from Tallahassee, Alabama, and he is one of the shooters in our Coyote feature match. Please welcome Josh Aldridge. From Columbia Station, Ohio, David Radulovich. From Palm City, Florida, please welcome Doug Vine. Everybody, let's give a big round of applause to our main event finalist, Event 2 in Tucson, Arizona. Our first match tonight is going to be our Coyote feature match with Josh Aldridge and Brian DeMont.
Oh!
And there's the right kill.
I lost my arm 10 years ago in a hunting accident. Had a rifle go off in a vehicle, and we was coming in from hunting, and it wound up going off on me while I was shuffling around and stuff, and I went without it for 5-6 years. I had never shot a sporting clay with two hands. People always ask me, well, how good were you when you had two hands? I don't have a clue. I'd never shot one. So I get out here and shoot the PSCA qualifier course and come in and go to looking at scores, and I said, well, I got a chance to be in the Final Four shoot-off. Scott said, you might want to go practice. You might want to go up there and see how you're going to do it, because you're in it. You're either, if you're not in it tonight, you will definitely be in the shoot-offs tomorrow night. I went walking up through the crowd right there, and the first person I see is a friend of mine that I met over at the shoot in Georgia, David Tribble.
David Tribble, where are you at? Come on up here, David. Now, I want to introduce everybody to David Tribble.
And he comes walking up to me, hey, how'd you do? I said, you want to load my gun for me? He looked at me and he said, what do you mean load your gun for you? I said, I'm going to be in the speed round shoot-offs tonight, or either tomorrow night. I said, we might need to go practice this. So, hey, we grabbed a box of shells, walked up there, and it kind of started from there. Ben standing there going, y'all doing this all wrong. What barrel are you shooting first? I said, well, I always shoot the bottom barrel first. You gotta shoot top barrel. So that way on your singles, he said, it's a whole lot easier to get that top shell in than it is that bottom shell. He said, plus, if the shell hangs up and don't kick all the way out, you got a shell in each hand. Your pinky and your palm of your hand to get that shell out of the way and drop two more in. So we stand up there and I shoot a a couple shells will be in up there. And Tribble's like, okay, all right, we'll do that. It's come to be what it is.
Oh, no, missed it. Brian missed the 6, 38-52, that's gonna do it. Josh is gonna make the final 4. Oh, he hit the second barrel. It was a crowd pleaser. He only needed 4 points. He got the 5. Tucson is going to the finals.
So I get into the match with Josh, and I was feeling great. I was shooting really well. And I don't remember how many rounds I had to go to before I got to the one against him, but I was shooting really well. I was beating everybody.
Dedicated to the development of the sporting clays sport, the NSCA is the largest sporting clays association in the world today and is the governing body for one of the fastest growing sports in the U.S. With over 22,000 members in all 50 states and 10 foreign countries, the NSCA encourages shooting in all levels of participation and safe age. If you wish to compete immediately or want more information on how to get started, go to mynsca.com and find a registered club near you.
Coyote USA, the official ammunition of the PSCA.
This segment of the PSCA Pro Tour is brought to you by Promatic Traps. Welcome back to the PSCA Pro Tour. As the sun sets and wind continues to roll through the deserts, we begin the final rounds of the top competitors under the lights to determine who will take the lead going into the final 2 events. And of course, take home a check from one of the most impressive sporting clays courses ever assembled. To make it through each of the PSCA qualifying rounds and head-to-head shoot-offs making it this far, the final bracket holds only the most consistent shooters presently and during this event. The competition has never been more talented and determined than at this event. Tonight, under the Arizona skies, as the finals begin on the main stage with our host, Scott Robertson.
Josh Aldridge, David Radulovich. David is fresh off a win and $10,000 last month at Side by Side Ranch in Oklahoma. He's trying to repeat.
I think it's kind of like the PGA. These guys are good. I might be one of them, but there was a lot of pros at Augusta, but the cameras was only following a couple of them. I've done achieved more than I ever thought I would in any of this. I'm going to try to make my shots count. I'm going to try to get through the speed rounds the best I can, and I'm going to focus on when I pull the trigger. There's a flash target exploding out there. I've never shot targets under the light before. When you throw that orange crush target out there with all them high beam lights shining on it, it looks like a pumpkin.
Oh.
Got a pair, 3 points. David, 1-2.
Oh.
Got him, 3 points. Missed it, went right through the puff of smoke. Lost it for a split second. First mistake of the game. David, you're 1-5.
Oh.
Wow, that was fast. 6 points scored. David takes an early lead, 18-13.
Starts off good. We're hitting everything, and he's neck and neck with me the whole time.
We go into the speed round. All right, Josh, he gave you a little bit of an opening. If you can run the table, you can pull the game within 1 point.
Oh.
There's the 3, dead bird. 4 is dead. 5 coming from the left side. Got it. 6 coming from the right. 6 is in the air. Oh, missed it. Low from the 7.
Go.
Got it. 16
Shot,
points.
brother.
We go into the speed round, and amazingly, pretty much same thing for him.
Both guys with 36 points in the speed round. Nothing changed. Great shooting, guys. Good job, David. We got the bonus round left. Okay, David, you are in the lead, so you will call first in the first frame. What's it going to be?
6-7.
He is going for it 6-7 from the start.
We were shooting the 6-7 pairs, and it's a tough pair. I would shoot the pair and think, okay, I got it. He's gonna miss. He's gonna slip up on this one, then he'd crush it.
Oh! Denver. And the pair. 70-75. Still a 5-point game.
And it's just, okay, well, there's no way he's gonna be able to do that again. So I'm gonna do it again.
6-7. He's got to go for it. Got the 6. And the 7 for 13 points.
6-7.
There's the 6. And the 7, 13 points. 83-88. Still a 5-point game. 2 pair to go.
So at this point, what's going through your head is, I just can't shake this guy. Sometimes there's a moment that certain people have. We talk about that motivation. Nothing is going to bother them, and they're just going to be able to perform. And that was that night for him.
We got 2 pair to decide who's going to shoot for $10,000. David, what's it going to be?
Eventually, it got to the point where I could have called it a lower pair to secure a win. I don't really know why I did it, but I called a 6-7 pair. At that point, mentally, it was kind of like a shootout for me. It was, who's going to be able to do this and run out this pair, and I wanted to see if he could do it.
Got it. Oh, wow! I thought he missed it, but that ain't great. I told you about those stickers, and that was a lucky sticker, by golly. Got it. And the pair. 96-101. 96-101. Neither shooter has missed in the bonus round. David Radulovich, you have a chance to end the game right here.
I'll do a 6-7.
He says, I will do a 6-7. It's all or nothing. Either he's going to end the game right now and make the finals and shoot for $10,000, or he's going to give Josh a chance to knock him out.
Oh.
Oh, I don't believe it! I do not believe it! I am not believing it. Missed the 6 twice, 101-96, Josh.
So at this point, Josh was only a few points behind me, and he could have called something like a 3-4 or a 2-3 or something like that to win. So he called a 6-7, and it was really cool because that's kind of what I wanted to happen, and I think he picked up on it. He did the same thing, and so he called the 6-7, and he turned around.
6 points, and you make it to the finals.
6-7.
6-7. 6-7.
Come out!
Come on! They're all rooting for you, Josh. You got 2 shots at the 6. If you can hit it, you're going to the finals against Doug Vine to shoot for $10,000. Trapper is ready on your call.
Oh!
The #1 choice for in-stock ammo and every product related to the shooting and hunting industry is now only 1 click away. Supplying the world's most talented shooters with the tools to compete at the highest level is always a challenge. But supporting these competitors while offering the same quality and support to every sportsman is what makes Abel's Ammo the perfect choice for your shooting or hunting needs. We shoot all we can and sell the rest. Abel's Ammo. With more than 65 models of clay target throwers, Promatic traps are the best trap machines around. Our commitment to the sport is unmatched. Our traps have been tested on a large scale in some of the most important competitions in the world. They're robust, built to last years on end, and are the best value for the money on the market. With our outstanding reputation for versatility, quality, and innovation, you can count on a Promatic trap. The PSCA Pro Tour is brought to you by Promatic Traps, your sport, our passion. White Flyer, world-class targets for world-class shooters. Krieghoff, legendary performance. Rancho Belas Rocas, home of the Naked Goat. Clay Shooting USA Magazine, the National Sporting Clays Association, and by Fiocchi, 140 years of excellence. This week's PSCA Pro Tour destination is Coyote Springs Sporting Clays in Tucson, Arizona. Coyote Springs Sporting Clays is located on the grounds of Tucson Trap and Skeet Club, just southwest of the city of Tucson. On a 380-acre site offering a 9,000 square foot clubhouse with restaurant. Whether you're just starting out or an accomplished competitor, Coyote Springs and Tucson Trap and Skeet offers something for everyone. To visit this unmatched sportsman's destination, log on to the website today at CoyoteSpringsClays.com for more information.
Oh.
I don't believe it! I do not believe it! I am not believing it. Missed the six twice, 101.96, Josh.
At this point, Josh was only a few points behind me, and he could have called something like a 3-4 or a 2-3 or something like that to win. So he called a 6-7, and it was really cool because that's kind of what I wanted to happen, and I think he picked up on it. He did the same thing, and so he called the 6-7, and he turned around.
6 points and you make it to the finals.
6-7.
6-7. 6-7.
Come on!
Come on! They're all rooting for you, Josh. You got 2 shots at the 6. If you can hit it, you're going to the finals against Doug Vine to shoot for $10,000. Trapper is ready on your call.
Oh!
There it is! There it is! 1 shot, 6 points. Josh Aldridge is going to the finals. I'm not believing it. What a game. 102-101.
His disability definitely does not set him back at all. Clearly, because he beat me.
I know there's a lot of guys rooting for Josh. Maybe it's his night.
I'm rooting for Josh, yeah.
Everybody give it up for David Radovic. That was unbelievable.
I got to figure out the one bird from left to right.
Well, normally I charge for that, but I've told you you're in front about 10 times. I don't know why you're not listening.
Hey, it's a lot of pressure. I mean, it is. It's something I've never been tied up with and nothing in my life. I mean, it's great. I appreciate y'all having me.
Josh Aldridge, Doug Vine, men's final. We're going to shoot for $10,000.
We ain't gonna overweight this thing, over.
What's it going to be?
6-7.
6-7. He's going for it. Got the 6. And the 7 for 13 points. Got the 6. Oh, in front of the 7. Shot in front of the 7. Gave Josh a little bit more breathing room. 76-58. 6-7 on your call.
Oh!
Oh no! Missed it. Missed it. There's the opportunity Doug Vine's been waiting for. He needed a mistake and he got it. There's the 6. And the 7. Look out. 71-76. 5 points.
We have a 4-6.
He wants a 4-6 for 10 points. Making progress.
Oh!
Missed the 4. Pressure's mounting. No doubt pressure's mounting. 80-71. Doug, this is the opportunity you were waiting on. 6-7. Here we go.
Oh!
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Missed the 6 first barrel. Picked it up. Josh, you've got the opportunity to put it away right now. 80-77. 3-point game. 11 points to your $10,000 richer and the game's over.
5-6.
5, 6, 11 points. If he can hit the pair, he is a Event 2 champion and $10,000 richer. There's the 5 for the win. Oh, he missed it. I don't believe it. He missed it right behind it. He knew he had it. 4, 5 is the pair. You gotta have the pair for the win. There's the 4 for the win. And he does it! Comes from behind, 1 point, goes fine, 86, 85.
No.
At some point in the game, did you think, hey man, I really could win this thing right now?
Well, I've been thinking it since I signed up for it.
He just kept smoking them, and it's just like, my God, he's not going to miss. It just kept on and on. I mean, that's just incredible to watch Josh shoot that.
On the next episode of the PSCA Pro Tour, we'll begin tour stop number 3 in Teague, Texas at Caney Creek Shooting Sports during the 2016 U.S. Open. Texas can be absolutely grueling to all competitors throughout the event. From extreme temperatures to daily downpours, each shooter must be prepared for any and every possible outcome in order to compete with the world's best at one of the biggest, most prestigious shooting events of 2016. Only on the next episode of the PSCA Pro Tour.